Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with a Dota 2 cast this time. It's not going to be a live cast, it's going to be a replay cast. In a game I played with Clockwerk recently, as you can see my name is Stinky Pinky. That's for anonymity purposes. I don't like people saying that I'm playing Dota and being like, "Oh, Psy, you suck at Dota, why don't you play StarCraft, derpy derpy derp." So I am Stinky Pinky in this replay. Clockwerk is definitely one of my favorite heroes. I've always been a fan of him since the regular Dota in Warcraft 3. And as you can see, it is Shadowfiend, Clockwerk, Nakes, or Lifestealer I suppose, Luna, and Chen against Nyx, Weaver, Witch Doctor, Syllabear, and Shadow Demon. This is it's an all-pit game, and I decided to random Clockwerk. So as you can see, I've got a Stout Shield, Circlet. People make fun of Circlet, but it's such a good starting item. I don't care what people say. Circlet, Gauntlets of Strength, Iron Branch, the most stat to money efficient item in the game, and some Tangos for regeneration. So I'm going to be in the solo lane. And in Dota 2, I don't know how much you guys know about Dota 2, but in the solo lane, it's probably the most dangerous lane, and you really only want to send heroes there that have a good escape mechanism, or that are just really tanky, beefy, one-on-one, one-on-three type fighters. And Clockwerk is definitely one of those. I went with the Battery Assault first, because it's one of the best first blood skills in the game, and I'm going to be getting Power Cogs next. Power Cogs basically creates a shield around myself that doesn't let anyone in, traps people in, and also if they try to come in, they take damage. So it's really good if you want to trap someone in and just kill them with your Battery Assault. So basically my objective in this lane is to just not die. That's kind of the purpose of the long laner. And as you can see, they're already trying to gank me. Just trying to harass me rather. Shadowfiend getting a couple shots in. Now that I see him, I'm going to be running back, eating a tree. And at this point I'm like, well shit, this is kind of annoying. I have a 2-on-1 here, and I've already taken quite a bit of damage. He dropped a ward so we can see exactly where I'm at. But the reason I'm casting this game is because some pretty miraculous shit happens, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Nakes, you can see, is jungling as well as Syllabear, and I'm eventually going to try to go after Syllabear. I don't really want him to jungle, and he's going to be like a really easy early game hero to gank, even alone, as Clockwerk. And now I'm going to activate my Battery Assault, which periodically shoots these little rockets at this Shadow Demon. That's going to force him to use its disruption, and that's fine with me. I mean, I've got a shield. My ability is a lot cheaper than his ability. His costs 120, and while his mana pool is larger, mine only costs 75. And I'm okay with that trade right there, especially since he took some damage, and he only has 3 trees compared to my 4 trees, plus I have the shield. So he's going to be coming around trying to go at me again. My Battery Assault is almost up. If I can get level 2 Battery Assault, that would actually be really good, and I do get 1 harassment attack on Shadow Demon. Now, keep in mind, his HP is really low, but the Shadow Demon doesn't really worry about getting last hits, killing creeps, or killing me. He really just wants to deny me experience and not let me harass Weaver or stop his kills. So as we can see here, my last hits are at 0. Shadow Demon's last hits are at 0. But this Weaver's got 8 last hits, which is a pretty average amount at this point in the game, considering Weaver is in the lane where he really wants to carry. Going to activate Battery Assault again and getting disruption. But these cogs last for so long, bouncing away the beaver. I'm going to be able to get a last hit on that Shadow Demon and just run away to safety, partially because Clockwerk's just naturally a tanky as hell hero, and also because I have that Stout Shield. Stout Shield, one of the best early game items, keeps you alive for so long against auto attack. You can see that blocking 20 damage, barely taking a sliver of damage there. So with that first blood money, I am going to buy boots. We do have a courier, I believe, but the problem is, just because I got first blood doesn't mean I'm going to be able to go crazy now with all the money in the world, because I don't have a lot of last hits. Melee heroes, especially against 2 heroes, aren't the greatest at last hitting, especially if you screw it up like that. So I've only got 1 last hit compared to the Weaver's 13 last hits. And if we look at the gold per minute, we'll be able to see that. Where's the gold per minute? There it is. We'll be able to see that. See, I'm still behind 3 other heroes despite getting first blood. So Weaver coming in on me. He's going to try to attack me. Now I've got level 2 Battery Assault. That means 35 damage per shot. Unfortunately, Weaver has a really good escape mechanism in his Shikuchi, and he might be able to get away here. No, looks like he was trapped in the cogs. Now he's going to be running to the south using a potion. I'm going to rock it, which allows me to see where he's at and trap him in the corner, but he does have his Shikuchi up once again, and he's going to be able to get away. Now I was hoping right here that he would try to fight me because I've got boots, and I can probably chase him down, although he has boots too. But no, he is going to run back and go for a tree and just kind of play it more safe. Now if we look in the other lanes, Shadow Demon has switched lanes, so they're playing 2 supports in this bottom lane, which is kind of weird. Again, this is a pub game, so you're not going to see a lot of standard good play, but it's still fun to play some Dota. Like, pub games are sometimes even more fun. Now you can see our Shadow Demon is trying to control the runes. He's got a bottle just taking the runes on top and bottom. And where have I gone? Oh, and I've gone into the jungle. Hardly any life. Going to be taking out that bear, limiting the DPS of Syllabear, and he cannot get away. Battery Assault is so good, especially in level 3. He's going to be going down so easily, and I had such low life, so already 2-0, and we can see the gold per minute. Our team has the top 3 of the 4 golds per minute, while the Shadow Demon is sitting at just 83 gold per minute. He's going to try to take me out. He does get a disruption, and what's the other one called? Soul Catcher on me, but I'm going to be able to get away. He's trying to throw some Shadow Poisons at me. Is that going to be enough? 134 life. Shadow Poisons are going to pop any second now. I don't think it's going to be enough damage. And as we can see here, no, it's barely going to do any damage. And Shadow Fiend trying to help me out, getting a couple good Shadow Rays. You guys saw my last Shadow Fiend game, so you should know what Shadow Rays does. And Nick's opening up on him. Shadow Poison coming in from Shadow Demon, but Shadow Fiend's going to be able to get away. He really needs to get back to town while that haste is still up and try to refill that bottle. Meanwhile, I'm healing up in base. I've got my town portal, I've got a bracer, I've got my stout, shield, and wand. So I'm doing really good as far as early game items go. But as you can see up here, because of my low last hits, even though I do have 2 kills, including a first blood, I still need to get up here and deny Weaver's farm because he's doing just as good as Luna. And it looks like Luna's pretty free down here, although Witch Doctor might have something to say about that. So going back into the lane. Oh, landing a hook on Weaver while he's still level 5, getting a rocket off, and down goes Weaver. I want to go back real fast and see that hook. How was I able to get that off? So I am going to be healing up here, and then I'm going to port top. Now, the thing about Weaver that makes him really hard to kill is obviously first his Sakuchi, which allows him to invis away at max speed, and also his time lapse, which he gets at level 6, which basically lets him go back in time and back to when he had full health, back to a different safer location, stuff like that. So I'm seeing at this point that his Sakuchi lasts 4 seconds, and my cogs last 5 seconds. So if I can get my cogs off right as he Sakuchis, I'm still going to have him trapped when his invis runs out. So I see an opening right here, and I'm going to be latching right onto him. It stuns him for a second or 2, using my cogs right as he uses his Sakuchi, and finally going to get a rocket off just to add a little bit of damage, chase him down with the cogs, and finish him off right there. So killing a Weaver, so damn important right there. My gold per minute now jumping up to 2nd. Now if we check out the experience per minute, what is that, R? I'm way ahead of the pack, and that's because, 1, I'm solo laning. Syllabear's going to go for me now. 2 seconds until my battery assault. Can I kill Syllabear? Yes, looks like I'm going to go for it. My life is so low, but his bear just cannot get an entangle off. It is a level 3 bear, so he does have a chance to entangle me, but I'm going to be chasing down Scylla, and is he going to go down? 1 more hit. Yes, he does go down, but finally the tower and creeps take me out, and unfortunately the Weaver was able to port in just in time and get that experience, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit while I am dead, while there is some downtime, because as you can see, this game goes for about 36 minutes. So despite getting taken down by Weaver, my experience per minute's still pretty damn high. And if we check out the gold per minute, still 2nd place, but Weaver hopping in for that kill did get a little bit of money from that, so he's still sitting comfortably in 1st place. He's even got 17 denies, so this guy really knows how to last hit. Now we are going to see some action down here, and I totally missed it. I need to learn how to cast Dota. So it looks like I decide to go bottom to help out here. Looks like Shadow Fiend's super weak. Oh, if I could get a rocket on the Shadow Fiend. But it looks like he's going to go back and heal. And now we're going to see my port in. Clockwerk does have this awesome hook shot. If you guys haven't seen it before, trying to chase down something. No, it looks like I'm going to go for a gank on Scylla or Witch Doctor. Here comes my battery assault. Am I going to be able to hook? No, that was a terrible hook. The Witch Doctor cancels his ult, sees me coming, trying to run away. Looks like Nyx and Chen will be taking out whoever that was, the bear. And oh, the Witch Doctor getting a nice auto attack shot. But no, looks like I'm going to be able to trap the Witch Doctor and take him out. Chen getting the last hit there. That's kind of unfortunate. You really want your supports to let your carries, or your semi-carries, I guess. I don't even know if Clockwerk's a semi-carry. Get the last hits, but in that situation, whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. Gonna salve it up, gonna head to top lane once again, it looks like. Still, again, trying to deny Weaver's farm. You can see his gold per minute still higher than mine, despite not having all the kills that I have. I'm now 4-1, but if you look at his creep kills, he's 36-19, harassing him a bit with the rocket, and just kind of playing back and forth, back and forth. So my next item is going to be a Vanguard. Vanguard is like one of the most controversial items in the game. A lot of people say it's completely worthless. A lot of people are like, oh, it's amazing, you should get it. It's definitely an item you want to get early as possible, early to mid game, on a hero that can really benefit a bit from it. Just because blocking 40 damage is huge when heroes only do like 83 damage or so with their auto attack. So I am going to be going for a Vanguard next. And with a hero like Clockwerk, who is basically trapping heroes in with him and wanting to just go balls out on like rushing down heroes, it's definitely a good item to get. As you can see, my rocket coming down to the bottom lane, doing some harassment on the creeps and on the witch doctor. So now I'm going to speed it up a little bit. As you can see, I'm casting from my point of view mainly. I'm not really focusing on other heroes, just because I want to show you my thought process and stuff like that, similar to StarCraft. So you can see my gold is now at 1070. At 1100 I can get that vitality booster, which will get me closer to Vanguard. Last hitting some creeps, and at this point I can't really kill Weaver. He's got his invis, he's got his time lapse. So right now I really just want a last hit, try to get what harassment I can, and they're going to be going for a two-man gank, Bear and Weaver, and actually Shadow Fiend was there as well. And no, it's not going to happen. Is Weaver going to go down? Oh, he might go down. I was able to get away by trapping them out with my cogs. Can I get a rocket off on them? I don't know if I have it up. Yes, I do have the rocket up. If I can get a rocket in this area right here, I will be able to kill him, but no, it looks like I'm not even going to try for it. Oh, here comes the rocket now. I don't know where it went. I think I was just harassing one of these guys. But I'm bouncing back and forth. I really want to try to go in on the Syllabear, because while I am pretty low, I'm very tanky with my shield. And these guys just don't have a lot of mana or DPS to do a lot against me, so going to be hanging out in the top lane still. Going to be purchasing some regeneration, as you can see there. And it's going to be waiting for it. The bird is going to send me some of the healing salve, some dust, some tangos, and then I'm going to send him to the shop. It might have been faster just to go and heal. I wouldn't have had to spend so much money. But, it doesn't matter too much. Chen even healing me a little bit. Now I'm going to be going up into the lane again. And we're seeing a Syllabear. He's just hanging out. He's seeing what I can do. And he's going to be transforming into a bear. I'm going to latch onto him, use my power cogs to trap him in, and just be auto-attacking him. And there's not a lot he can do. He's trying to bust out. The tower actually busted him out, but he's going to be going down. And those kinds of kills against a hero like Syllabear is really good, because Syllabear is a super hard carry. And, denying him farm is one of the best things you can do. Look at that. He's third to last, and he's a jungle hero. You don't see that happening a whole lot. But Syllabear does go down. I now have Dust in case I want to try to take out Weaver. And, of course, if Nyx Assassin somehow tries to approach me. Now we're seeing my Vanguard has finished. My next item, which is my favorite item against Clockwerk, or as Clockwerk, is going to be an Aghanim Scepter. And what that does is increases the effectiveness of my ult. It's going to lower the cooldown of it. If I had a little more mana there, I could have easily latched on to Lone Druid. He's only got 700 life. Could have easily latched onto him and used my Battery Assault. Unfortunately, I need 225 mana for that. I only have 185 and 0 magic wand charges. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. As you can see, the score is pretty even, 8-7, but I comprise 5 of those kills. Is that the right word? I think. I have 5 of the 8 kills, and I'm not exactly a super hard carry hero, so not an amazing situation. You can see the gold per minute still looking pretty good for our team. We're the 4 of the 5 top gold per minutes, and that's really kind of how you judge who's ahead in the game. I mean, yes, hero matchups matter, but if you're just looking for a quick indicator of how a team is doing. And there's the latch onto Lone Druid. Does he have any support? It doesn't look like it. Shadow Fiend getting rooted, actually. And I'm just going to be chasing down this Lone Druid. It looks like Shadow Fiend might actually go down. He's taking tons of damage from that tower. Oh, Lone Druid might not even die. Lone Druid running into the creeps, trying to get into the forest. He's got 6 life left, 1 health. He is hiding in the fog, but no, I am able to last hit him. And it looks like Shadow Fiend was killed as well. So my ally overextending a little bit, getting rooted by that bear wasn't the greatest thing in the world. And this is just kind of a futile attempt to kill me. You can see I have over 1,000 life. I've got my wand still. I'm going to pop the wand, and I'm going to go in on Shadow Demon. And again, this Battery Assault is so damn good when you chase heroes. And down goes that Shadow Demon. 3 charges on this wand still. I can almost get that charge, or I can almost use the wand to produce another battery assault. And where am I going to go here? Looks like I'm just going to run to the top tower and hang out for a bit. But no, I see Witch Doctor still in lane. My battery assault is almost up with the wand. He's going to be stunning me, popping his ult. So at this point, my battery assault is up. I really need to get an auto stun on the Witch Doctor. Is it going to happen? Yes, finally stunning the Witch Doctor, auto attacking the Witch Doctor. These creeps doing literally nothing against me with the Vanguard. And my battery assault doing a great job of hitting the Witch Doctor over the other creeps. So pretty lucky right there. With the random shots on the battery assault killing the Witch Doctor over the creeps, and you can see that he's pretty upset about that. The battery assault stunning him a lot more than the other creeps. So I'm going to go back and heal. My GPM is just soaring above the rest, 346. The next highest is a free farmed Weaver, pretty much free farmed. He's been in top lane all game with a lot, and now I'm going to be porting in. Shadow Demon's going to disrupt me, but again, I don't think they realize how easy I can just kill people. I'm going to port in, I'm just going to latch onto Shadow Demon and just take him out so easily, even with Weaver just easily, like, just blindly shooting at me. Now Weaver's going to try to come in on a kill from me. I'm going to go ahead and dust, and because my dust is up, he's going to have to time, yeah, he's going to have to time lapse. Otherwise I would just finish him off, and now being very aggressive, and that's what the Vanguard allows me to do, is be super aggressive. Now I know a lot of players, as Clockwerk, like to go phase boots. I hate phase boots on every hero. I just hate them. I think they're awful. I think the stats, attack speed from power treads is just always better. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to be going to the bottom lane just because people are kind of shying away from the top lane now. You can see there's no one there because I've just been killing everyone. And I really want to get this free farm a little bit. Going to be shooting some rockets to support mid. Now at this point I should be buying a TP on the side shop to try to help mid because they have so many players there. But I'm content to just free farm. I haven't got to farm a lot, and in pub games I like farming with every hero just because I know I'm better. Like if I'm a support hero, I'd rather farm over a pub carry hero because I'm just better at the game than they are. So right now I'm 9-1. And we are seeing a battle in mid. It looks like we were able to take out 2 of their heroes. Weaver trying to run away, but I can see him. And we're going to see a long distance rocket onto the Weaver, or not a rocket, but a hook shot rather. And that Weaver is going to go down. So that was a pretty sick hook, I gotta say. I'm proud of that one. So that was a huge swing. Able to take down all the heroes in mid. It's now 17-9. I'm 10-1. I'm working on getting my Agnums. You can see I have my point booster already. If we look at the gold per minute, we are the top 4 golds per minute, which is pretty amazing, especially considering they have 2 of these heroes, which should just be 3 of them actually should be free farming and ganking like crazy. Nyx Assassin should have a lot more than that. Let's check out the kills and deaths and stuff like that. This Weaver, of course, not going to be able to be killed because he's got his time lapse. And if we could check out the kill, deaths, assist, I'm 10-1, next player being 4-4. So I'm basically just going to try to run around and get whatever kills I can. I do have 15 charges on my wand, so it's possible I could go in on the bear. But I don't have a lot of sight, so I'm not going to try that. And right now I'm blindly farming mid. Problem with what I'm doing right now is I'm very overextended. We don't have a lot of wards to see where the enemy heroes are. And up this cliff I cannot see, so I don't know if they're coming at me or not, which is why I'm not moving when there's 3 heroes headed my way. So we're gonna see what happens here. I do get stunned, I do get disruption, stuff like that, and I'm gonna be hooking onto them just for the sole purpose of stunning them and then running away. And as you can see, I'm just so tanky with that Vanguard, plus my level is insane. Level 16 compared to what? Level 13, 12, that's my team, and level 12, and I get a little bit BM and I say, oh, that was cute, and Chen, nice enough to send me home and get me some healing action. Got my Ochre Club, which is gonna get me 1 step closer to the Ags, and now I'm basically just gonna be moving out, trying to farm, kill whatever heroes I can see. And there's been like 0 wars this entire game. Now coming in behind Syllabear, easy hook, and a Cogs, and he's going to be going down. The problem with Clockwerk is his mana pool can be a bit iffy sometimes. It looks like Nyx was able to kill whoever that was. Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, one of the squishiest heroes in the game, especially when he has no farm for just, like bracers and stuff like that, which is pretty typical. A lot of times supports aren't going to really get much farm. So if we check out the net worth, which is just basically the same thing as gold per minute, Nyx is about where I'm at. Nick's pretty good farming hero, so that's to be expected. Now we're going to be going for a team push top. We do take down the tower, and now we're going to be rotating to mid. This guy getting away. Am I going to be able to catch him? No, doesn't look like it. Rotating to mid. Level 16 now. Level 16, gold per minute up to 400 as a Clockwerk. That's not too bad at all. Team pushing mid. Here comes the Nyx, just kind of hanging out, wanting to try to deny this tower or do something, but it's not really going to happen. They just don't have the coordination to stay here and defend. This bear taking a lot of damage. Weaver coming in. Oh, I do get shackled by that bear. Nyx and Weaver both just hanging out there, and I think I just hooked something, but I don't really know what. Lots of things dying here. Couldn't really tell what was happening there, but hopefully you guys could. Nick's trying to run away up here. He does not have his invis, but I don't have my Aghanims. If I had my Aghanims, my hook would be up and I could link in and stun him, but no, he is going to be getting away. And Bear going to transform and run home. Not sure why he would transform there. I don't think it makes him run any faster. So again, another good exchange right there in mid. We were able to kill 2 heroes and a tower, and Weaver just farming it up still. Still no good damage items. I think he's just trying for a Vanguard, I guess? I don't really know. But looking for a rune on bottom. He wanted to go for a Roche. It looks like Weaver or Nyx is looking for me, but I'm just going to salve up. I've got my Aghanims waiting for someone to hook. Just hanging out. If we look up it here in mid, we've got Shadow Fiend opening up on someone. Oh, do you see that? That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. So we have Shadow Fiend actually with his Shadow Blade using that. He's going to be using it eventually. There we go. Shadow Blade up. He's going to try to run in and take down Shadow Demon only at 1k life. And I'm just chilling down here and watching. And he does open up on him, getting a lot of shots in. One more shot. And he was about to die to a Shadow Race. And he was about to die to my rocket. But he disrupts himself. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, disruptions himself. And is able to flee. And it looks like this Shadow Fiend... Oh, the Shadow Fiend was about to die. But I do hook, use my battery assault, and go to town on these 2 heroes. Shadow Fiend realizing what's happening, helping me out here. Both of those guys going down, so that was a pretty clutch hook, I gotta say. I kind of forgot about that one. And over here on the left, Nyx fighting someone, but they're able to TP back. I think that was Nyx. Yeah, it was Nyx Assassin. So a lot of action happening in this game. My score is now sitting at 13-1, and we have the top 4 gold per minute. So once again, going to speed this up as I go to heal. This is pretty absurd, really. You don't often see this. I do have a gem now, as well as my Aghanims. Shooting off rockets occasionally, might as well. Seeing this Nyx up here, going to be hooking onto him. And I really want to show you Fog for Radiant. There we go. I really want to show you like the type of map awareness that StarCraft is giving me, and how I was able to see that. So this is our fog. This is what we can see. So obviously I see these heroes. I kind of see this guy invising. Now this guy's invis, but we have a sentry ward seeing him, and I'm like hanging out back here. So I've seen him at the edge of the map, and I'm going to be like, no, I don't want you to run that way. Here comes the hook. Bam! I have a gem, so I can still see him, and I'm going to be using my battery assault, and of course he can't get away because these cogs last for 8 whole seconds. Down goes the Nyx. And I know I'm kind of tooting my own horn this game, but man, hook is one of the most skillful abilities to use in the game. You really have to predict where your opponents are. There has to be a clear path. It's just a lot of fun to use. I'm not sure what this Weaver's doing up here. I think he's just saying end the game. It's pretty much over, but I don't know. So as you can see, not too long left. And looks like we're going to be trying for Roshan. Yes, Roshan's going to go down pretty easily. Just shooting off some rockets to see where they are. And right now, Nyx is inside of me. So the Lifestealer is inside of me. I'm going to be hooking onto a creep. Not quite catching the Syllabear. Going to chase him down with my battery assault. Not quite able to trap him with my cogs. Going to chop myself out and see if I can get towards him. Again, there is another hero inside of me. He can pop out if he wants. And now he's going to be popping out. I do have a gem so we can see Weaver. But if we get him low, he's just going to be backtracking, time-lapsing. So I should probably get out of there. There's 3 heroes up here. Not looking so hot for me. I'm able to get a cogs off, break through this. Chen healing me. Nice heal right there. Luna going in with her ultimate. Is he going to be able to take out... Yes, he does take out the Shadow Demon. And where have I gone? Oh, I was just sent home by Chen once again. So Chen doing a good job of keeping us alive. So he healed me up and then got me the heck out of there. This bear going down. This Shadow Demon just has insane damage. 440. He has a divine rapier. Holy shit, I don't know how he managed to get that. But as you can see, this game is nearing its end, sitting at 14-1. I'm pretty happy with that score. Again, that early game, First Blood and kills were just really useful, and people underestimate how good Clockwerk can be at killing heroes. I mean, he kind of reminds me of the Bristleback, if you guys remember from Dota, missing a hook right there, where you can just dive on heroes and just kill them so fast. So, looks like Bear is just kind of chilling in the jungle. I don't know that he's there, though. And I'm really looking for someone to hook because Nick's Lifestealer is inside of me still. And of course I do have a gem, so I can see Nick's Assassin. And am I going to get a hook on him? Oh, I get a hook on the Shadow Demon. And the Nyx just happens to be with him. Nyx pops out. And they both go down so fast. Keep in mind, I could not see Nick's Assassin. I was hooking Shadow Demon, and he just happened to be inside of him. So that was pretty funny. Weaver GGing, and we're going to be finishing off these towers. So again, I am doing this Dota cast because Heart of the Swarm is down. We're just going to be trolling their fountain a little bit. Heart of the Swarm is down. I'm really waiting for that to happen. And I had a lot of fun this game, and I showed you some Clockwerk excitement. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you all bear with me while we do wait for Heart of the Swarm to come out. And that's going to be it. So as you can see, I am Stinky Pinky. And I wonder if there's any like discriminating info on here. I don't think so. No, we're good. Oh, we got Husky on my friends list. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. AIDS, ball sacks. Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with a custom game spotlight in Wings of Liberty. No more Heart of the Swarm until March 14th, 15th, something like that. This game is called Hero Attack X3. I have no idea what it is. It looks like a Dota type map, which raises the question, if I'm going to play a Dota type map in StarCraft 2, why not just play Dota? I really don't have an answer for that, I'm sorry, but I just picked a Nidus Worm hero. Apparently there is a hero modeled after... Ooh, that's kind of cool actually. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Nice. But anyway, it's like a 6-on-6 battle. You can see it's similar to Dota in that each little station has like towers and shit. So, not really sure why I'm playing this, but it's in the StarCraft editor thingy-majigger, so I figure people might enjoy it a little bit more than Dota. But I really don't see the appeal. Here's the abilities. Not really going to worry about those until the time comes for me to level up. Someone's lagging already. Yeah, why am I not just playing Dota? This makes zero sense. Come on, people. Dota 2 is free. If you're going to be playing this game, why don't you just play that? I really don't understand. Am I melee? Yes, I'm a melee hero. And that's like never good in these ridiculously poorly made, imbalanced Dota type maps. And already we are at the tower, so that just happened. Not even close to a level up either. So this is going to be a bad custom map spotlight. I mean, I haven't actually played the game enough to really know that, but you can kind of just tell from the first couple minutes of the game whether or not it's going to be good. I mean, already you see... Did I just get Nidus Worm? Teleports the hero to the team's beacon. Okay. I mean, like, there's... What am I doing right now? I'm just sitting here and waiting for wave after wave after wave so I can level once to get something that's not even going to be useful. I mean, for a long time. I mean, I guess my ally's attacking the Viking, but the Viking's going to run back 2 feet to the bunker. Oh boy. This is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm going to sit here for a while now. Oh look, more waves of units. I'll attack command and then run away. Oh, the Viking's killing me. What should I do? What should I do? Oh, I'll just run back again. And just wait to heal up. Yeah, this kind of blows. Let's do it again. Attack command. This is fucking dumb. Why am I casting this?